Have you ever wondered why, in a world guided by science and facts, astrology still captivates us? It's true, modern science doesn't support astrology as a way to predict events. But dismissing astrology entirely means missing out on why it resonates deeply with so many people. Today, we won't debate its accuracy. Instead, we'll explore the real ways astrology helps us psychologically, emotionally, and socially. Psychologists like Graham Tyson highlight how astrology gives us comfort and a sense of control when life feels uncertain. Beyond daily horoscopes, astrology offers symbols and stories that can truly help our mental health. According to the Journal of Social Psychology, astrology encourages self-reflection and personal growth. It provides simple ways to talk about our feelings and understand ourselves better. Astrology doesn't need to predict our fate. Instead, it gives us tools to manage anxiety, build self-acceptance, and find meaning when other methods might feel too complex. But astrology isn't only about personal reflection. It helps us socially too. Sociologist Nicholas Campion says astrology makes it easier to connect with others and build friendships. Sharing zodiac signs can be an easy way to start conversations. It can also help us approach people with more empathy and openness. If you want to understand how astrology can improve your emotional strength and social skills, stay tuned. We're about to explore the practical and meaningful ways astrology supports us in real life.
Cosmic Voyagers, welcome to CosmoFlow, our examination of the astrological landscape for the week of June 9th through June 15th, 2025. This week marks a profound shift in the celestial energies that govern our collective experience as Jupiter, the planet of expansion, abundance, and wisdom, makes its momentous ingress into Cancer, the cardinal water sign of nurturing, home, and emotional security. First, let's talk about the cosmic stage, June 9th to 15th, 25. The week begins with what astrologers consider one of the most significant planetary shifts of 25. Jupiter's entrance into Cancer on June 9th at 2:02 p.m. Pacific Time. This is no ordinary transit in the ancient wisdom of astrology. Jupiter finds its exaltation in Cancer, a placement where its benefic qualities can express themselves with particular grace and potency. This celestial event doesn't stand alone. The cosmic choreography continues with Mars and Leo forming a challenging square to Uranus and Taurus on June 15th at 2:04 p.m. Pacific Time, a volatile energy that can manifest as sudden breakthroughs or unexpected disruptions. The same day, Jupiter at 1 degree Cancer squares Saturn at 1 degree Aries at 7:36 a.m. Pacific Time, generating tension between expansion and limitation, growth and structure. Just beyond our week's scope on June 18th, Jupiter will square Neptune, adding a dreamy, potentially confusing dimension to this already complex astrological landscape. Next, let's look at the echoes in history, Jupiter and Cancer through time. To understand the significance of these celestial events, we must look to history, for the stars have witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations, the birth of movements, and the transformation of society. Jupiter's 12-year cycle means it last visited Cancer from June 25, 2014 to July 16, 2014, a period marked by profound developments in global affairs. During that transit, several world-changing events unfolded. Edward Snowden disclosed classified NSA surveillance programs in June 13, just as Jupiter entered Cancer, initiating global conversations about privacy, security, and government transparency. This revelation reflected Jupiter in Cancer's emphasis on protection, security, and the emotional need for safety, albeit on a collective scale. In July 2013, a military coup d'etat in Egypt overthrew President Mohamed Morsi, demonstrating the volatile political energies that can manifest during major Jupiter transits, particularly when an aspect to outer planets, as it was then, with Uranus and Pluto. The period also saw Pope Francis elected in March 2013, just before Jupiter's ingress into Cancer, bringing a more compassionate, nurturing approach to the papacy, qualities deeply resonant with Cancer's maternal energy. His leadership style, focusing on care for the marginalized and environmental stewardship, embodied Jupiter in Cancer's highest expression of expansive compassion. Tragically, the 2013-14 Jupiter in Cancer transit also witnessed devastating natural disasters, including Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines in November 2014, which killed over 6,000 people. This catastrophic event reflected the sometimes overwhelming nature of water when Jupiter expansion moves through Cancer. Going further back in time, Jupiter's transit through Cancer from April 2001 to May 2002 coincided with the September 11 attacks and their aftermath, a period that fundamentally transformed global security concerns and emotional relationships between nations, events connected to Cancer's domain. Before we move forward, it's helpful to remind us of the ancient wisdom on Jupiter in Cancer. The exaltation of Jupiter in Cancer has been recognized since ancient times. Traditional astrologers noted that Jupiter's qualities as growth, abundance, and wisdom find particularly fertile ground in Cancer's nurturing waters. In his 2nd century text Tetrabiblos, Ptolemy described this placement as especially fortunate, bringing honor, wealth, and prosperity. Ancient Egyptian astrologers observed that when the sun transited Cancer, it coincided with the annual flooding of the Nile, a life-giving event that brought fertility and abundance to the land. This natural cycle mirrors Jupiter's expansive qualities, flowing through Cancer's nurturing waters.
Next, let's look at the Mars and Uranus square, historic parallels. The Mars and Uranus square occurring on June 15th, 2025 has precedence in history worth examining. Mars-Uranus hard aspects often coincide with periods of sudden technological breakthrough, social unrest, or unexpected conflicts. During the previous Jupiter in Cancer transit 2013 to 2014, Mars and Uranus formed challenging aspects that coincided with the Boston Marathon bombing in April 2022 and protests in Ukraine that eventually led to revolution. The sense reflected the volatile, unpredictable energy of Mars and Uranus contacts, the warrior planet meeting the revolutionary. Looking forward to next week, we should consider Jupiter square Saturn, a signifier for tense between growth and structure. The Jupiter-Saturn square on June 15th, 2025 represents a classic astrological tension between expansion and contraction, hope and caution, growth and limitation throughout history. Such aspects have coincided with economic adjustments, political realignments, and societal reckonings with sustainable growth. During the 2013 to 2014 Jupiter in Cancer period, Jupiter opposed Pluto and squared Uranus, forming what astrologers call a T-square. This configuration coincided with significant economic tensions, including the European debt crisis and debates about economic inequality that gave rise to movements like Occupy Wall Street. Before we go into details of this week's forecast, let's hold a thought on the lunar wisdom, the moon's role. As we examine this week in June 2025, we must remember that Cancer is ruled by the moon, making lunar movements particularly significant during Jupiter's transit through this sign. The moon's phases and aspects during this week will color how Jupiter's benefic energy manifests in our daily experience. To summarize the above, we conclude the upcoming celestial patterns as guides. As we prepare to navigate the week of June 9th to 15th, 2025, these historical correlations offer valuable context for understanding the potential manifestations of current astrological patterns. While history doesn't repeat exactly, it often rhymes, especially when viewed through the lens of cyclical celestial movements. The ingress of Jupiter into Cancer invites us to expand through nurturing, to grow through emotional connection, and to find wisdom in our vulnerability. The challenging aspects with Mars, Uranus, and Saturn remind us that growth often comes through navigating tension and integrating seemingly opposing forces. In the chapters that follow, we'll explore how these cosmic energies might manifest collectively and individually, offering guidance for each zodiac sign as they navigate the significant astrological week. Remember that astrology offers not deterministic predictions, but rather a map of potentials, a cosmic weather forecast that helps us prepare, adapt, and ultimately thrive under any celestial conditions. As the ancient Hermetic axiom states, as above, so below. The patterns of the cosmos reflect and inform the patterns of our lives, offering wisdom to those who contemplate the eternal dance of the planets against the backdrop of the zodiac.
First, here are the general predictions, cosmic currents of June 9th-15th, 2025. The upcoming week represents a celestial symphony, a week of profound shifts. The week of June 9th to 15th, 2025 presents one of the most significant astrological periods of the year, marked by Jupiter's ingress into Cancer and a series of powerful planetary aspects that will shape our collective experience. This analysis explores the interplay of these cosmic forces and offers predictions for how they may manifest in our world. Jupiter enters Cancer marks the return of emotional wisdom. On June 9th at 2:02 p.m. Pacific Time, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, abundance, and wisdom, enters Cancer, the cardinal water sign of nurturing home and emotional security. This is no ordinary transit in traditional astrology. Jupiter is considered exalted in Cancer,
meaning it can express its most beneficial qualities with particular grace and potency in this sign. Jupiter in Cancer represents a profound shift in our collective focus toward emotional intelligence, care, and nurturing after a year in the intellectually curious, but sometimes detached sign of Gemini. Jupiter now moves into waters that encourage depth, feeling, and intuitive wisdom. This transit invites us to expand through emotional connection rather than mental acquisition. We can expect the following themes to emerge strongly during this week and in the months ahead. Heightened intelligence. There will be a collective understanding and honoring our emotional needs. Leaders who demonstrate empathy and compassion will gain favor, while those who appear cold or disconnected may face increasing criticism. Focus on home and security. Real estate markets may see significant movement as people prioritize creating secure and nurturing home environments. Government policies related to housing, food security, and family support may take center stage. Renewed interest in heritage and roots, cultural traditions, genealogy, and ancestral wisdom will likely experience a renaissance. People may feel drawn to explore their origins and reconnect with family histories. Emphasis on nurturing businesses. Companies focused on food, home goods, child care, elder care, and emotional well-being may see expansion and growth. The care economy could become a major economic driver. Water-related developments. Cancer is a water sign suggesting potential developments related to water resources, oceans, and water-based industries. This could manifest as innovations in water conservation, concerns about flooding or water quality, or advances in marine science. The week culminates with a full moon in Sagittarius on June 11th at 7:43 MPT. This lunar event occurs at 20 degrees of Sagittarius. A power axis with the Gemini sun full moons represent homolation, evolution, and emotional clarity. With the moon in philosophical truth-seeking Sagittarius, opposing the sun in curious, information-gathering Gemini, we can expect revelations of truth. Hidden may come to light, particularly regarding educational institutions, international relations, publishing, or religious organizations, all domains ruled by Sagittarius. Emotional reactions to ideological conflicts. The tension between facts and meaning may reach a boiling point. Expect passionate debates about the interpretation of information and what constitutes truth. Culmination of legal matters, court decisions, international agreements, or significant legal developments may reach resolution around this time. Spiritual awakenings. The Sagittarius full moon can trigger profound spiritual insights and philosophical breakthroughs, especially as it occurs just days after Jupiter enters Cancer. Next, Mars square Uranus may stimulate revolutionary impulses. On June 15th at 2:46 MPT, Mars at 28 degree Leo forms a challenging square aspect to Uranus at 28 degree Taurus. This volatile combination brings together the planet of action and aggression with the planet of sudden change and revolution. Uranus, Mars in Leo expresses will and creative force with dramatic flair, while Uranus in Taurus represents revolutionary changes to establish structures, particularly those related to resources, finance, and the Earth itself. Their square suggests sudden techno-shrine breakthroughs, particularly in areas related to entertainment, creativity. Uranus might see innovations that combine Leo's creative expression with Taurus's practical application. Financial market volatility. Unexpected developments could trigger rapid shifts in financial markets, especially in sectors related to entertainment, luxury goods, or natural resources. Environmental activism with dramatic impact. Conditions where effect challenge the status quo in shocking but potentially transformative ways. Next, Jupiter square Saturn. Growth meets limitation. Also on June 15th, at 7:36 a.m. PT, Jupiter at 1 degree Cancer forms a square aspect to Saturn at 1 degree Aries. This aspect brings tension between the principle of expansion and the principle of contraction and limitation. Jupiter in Cancer seeks emotional growth, nurturing abundance, and intuitive wisdom, while Saturn in Aries demands disciplined action, structured initiative, and responsible leadership. Their square creates productive tension that may manifest as balancing care with courage. Collectively, we may struggle to balance the nurturing, protective instincts of Jupiter in Cancer with the bold, pioneering demands of Saturn in Aries. Leaders will need to demonstrate both compassion and decisive action. Sustainable growth challenges, economic expansion may face reality checks, particularly in sectors related to housing, food, and care services. The challenge will be to grow these areas in structured, sustainable ways. Intergenerational tensions. The square between these social planets may highlight tensions between different generations' approaches to security, risk, and responsibility. Older and younger generations may need to find common ground. Emotional resilience building. This aspect teaches us that true emotional security, Jupiter in Cancer, comes through facing challenges and taking responsibility. Collectively, we may develop greater emotional resilience through facing difficult truths.
Next, Jupiter square Neptune, dreams and delusions. While just outside our week's range, occurring on June 18th, the approaching square between Jupiter at 2 degree Cancer and Neptune at 2 degree Aries will begin to make its influence felt during this period. This aspect brings tension between Jupiter's expansive optimism and Neptune's dreamy idealism. With both planets in cardinal signs, Cancer and Aries, we can expect inspired but potentially unrealistic initiatives. New projects launched during this time may be fueled by genuine compassion and vision, but might lack practical foundations. Spiritual awakening with action. The combination of Neptune's spirituality with Aries' initiative could spark movements that blend mystical awareness with direct action. Emotional healing through creativity. Artistic and creative expression may offer powerful healing for collective trauma and emotional wounds. Risk of deception in emotional realms. Be cautious of emotion or family values as a cover for less noble agendas. The moon's journey. Moon travels through several signs, coloring our emotional experience. June 9th, moon in Scorpio moves to Sagittarius. The day begins with emotion or by afternoon. June 10th and 11th, moon in Sagittarius, philosophical outlook and a desire for meaning and truth characterize these days. Peaks in the full moon. June 12th and 13th, moon in Capricorn. After the full moon release, we seek emotional structure, practicality, and achievement, a time for grounding and implementing insights. June 14th and 15th, moon in Aquarius. Our feelings take on a more detached, humanitarian quality. Community connections and innovative thinking are highlighted. Finally, synthesis, the week's astrological story. When we integrate all these astrological factors, a coherent narrative emerges for the upcoming week.
We begin with Jupiter's ingress into Cancer, initiating a year-long period of emotional expansion, nurturing growth, and intuitive wisdom. This sets a tone of caring and connection that will influence all other astrological events. The full moon in Sagittarius midweek brings emotional surge and clarity, particularly around matters of truth, meaning, and belief. This lunation helps us integrate the intellectual knowledge we've gathered with our intuitive understanding of its deeper significance, with the moon in Sagittarius. The weekend brings the challenging Mars, Uranus, and Jupiter-Saturn squares, creating tension between revolutionary impulses and established structures. These aspects may trigger sudden developments that force us to balance our need for security with our desire for progress. Throughout the week, the moon's changing signs provide an emotional backdrop that moves from intense Scorpio to expansive Sagittarius, to structured Capricorn to innovative Aquarius, and finally, to the compassionate Pisces.
Let's talk about practical guidance for navigating the week for all zodiac ascending sun and moon signs. Given these astrological conditions, here are some practical suggestions for making the most of this powerful week. With Jupiter entering Cancer, trust your intuition and emotional responses. They contain valuable wisdom that can guide your decisions. Create sacred space. Take time to make your home or personal environment more nurturing and supportive. Small changes can have a significant impact on your emotional well-being. Connect with family and roots. Reach out to family members, explore your heritage, or engage with traditions that give you a sense of belonging and continuity. Balance boldness with caution. The Mars-Uranus and Jupiter-Saturn squares suggest a need to innovate and take risks, but in a structured, responsible way. Avoid impulsive actions while remaining open to inspired breakthroughs. Seek higher truths. The Sagittarius full moon invites you to look beyond facts to find meaning. Consider what your experiences are teaching you about your larger purpose and values. Practice compassionate action. Jupiter in Cancer square Saturn in Aries teaches us that true care sometimes requires courage. Look for ways to take brave action in service of what you care about most deeply. Prepare for revelations. Full moons often bring hidden matters to light. Be ready to receive new information that may change your perspective, particularly on midweek. Ground spiritual insights. As the week concludes with the moon moving toward Pisces, take time to integrate spiritual insights into practical reality. Journal, meditate, or create art that helps you process the week's revelations. Conclusion: the upcoming week represents a watershed moment. The week of June 9th-15th, 2025 represents a watershed moment in our collective journey. Jupiter's entrance into Cancer shifts our focus toward emotional wisdom, care, and connection. The full moon in Sagittarius brings emotional culmination and clarity around matters of truth and meaning. The challenging squares between Mars-Uranus and Jupiter-Saturn create productive tension that can lead to breakthrough solutions to long-standing problems. This is not a week for business as usual. It's a time for opening our hearts, honoring our emotional wisdom, and finding the courage to create more nurturing structures in our personal lives and in society. By embracing both the water element of Cancer and the fire element of Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, we can generate the steam needed to power significant positive changes in our world. As we navigate these powerful cosmic currents, remember that astrology offers not deterministic predictions, but rather a map of potentials, a cosmic weather forecast that helps us prepare, adapt, and ultimately thrive.
under any celestial conditions.
My dear Aries, the coming week of June 9th to 15th, 2025 is a cosmic homecoming. Big shift this week, Aries. Jupiter moves into Cancer. It activates your fourth house, home, family, and emotions. After a year of mental breakthroughs, the focus turns inward. Now it's time to feel more, time to come home to yourself. The fourth house is your foundation. It's where you feel safe and grow. Jupiter expands this area. That means emotional growth and building the home life you need. The last time you had this energy was 2013. Think about how far you've come. Now you go deeper. On Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Big cosmic shift today. Jupiter enters Cancer. You may feel emotional or focused on family. The moon in Scorpio deepens your intuition. Great day to reflect on what home means. Later the moon moves into Sagittarius. You'll feel hopeful about changing your space or dynamics. Power move. Make a small altar at home dedicated to ancestors or your vision of family. Tuesday, June 10th, waxing moon in Sagittarius. The moon grows in Sagittarius. You're drawn to emotional adventure. Explore your roots or traditions. Jupiter brings fresh energy to your home life. It's a great day for home projects or honest talks. Power move. Learn more about your ancestry. Even small details help you feel grounded. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon lights up your 9th house. That's the house of truth and wisdom. You might connect your past to your beliefs. Jupiter may stir emotional insight. These insights could shift your relationships at home. Power move, write down what you discover today. These notes will guide you ahead. Thursday, June 12th, moon in Capricorn. The moon enters Capricorn. Your 10th house of career is now lit up. You're thinking about balancing work with home. Jupiter reminds you emotional peace fuels success. Power move, bring more care into your work life. Small kindnesses can change everything. Friday, June 13th, moon in Capricorn. Work may feel demanding, but your heart needs space too. Jupiter says success includes peace and joy. Power move, protect your time. Make firm boundaries around work. Saturday, June 14th, moon in Aquarius. The moon enters Aquarius. You're thinking about community and the future. Jupiter supports connection and chosen family. Great day to gather or attend an event. Power move, invite loved ones to your space. Community begins at home. Sunday, June 15th, Mars square Uranus, Jupiter square Saturn. Tense energy today. Mars clashes with Uranus. Jupiter squares Saturn. You might feel pulled between freedom and security. Don't rush into big decisions. Power move, use that energy for small upgrades. A little change can bring big relief. Weekly dance. This week starts a new chapter. Jupiter in Cancer helps you grow emotional roots. Reconnect with where you came from. Call family, trace heritage, or visit home. Make your space a sanctuary. Move, refresh, or simply add comfort. Heal relationships. Open talks and patience go far. Build emotional strength. Journal, reflect, and stay present. Balance goals with care. True success includes inner peace. Affirmations for the week. I create a home that supports my dreams. My emotions guide me wisely. I honor where I came from. My feelings are strength. I lead with heart and courage. Looking ahead. Jupiter stays in Cancer for a year. The seeds you plant now will grow strong, especially those planted under this full moon. By December, Jupiter meets Neptune. You'll feel more whole, more at peace. It prepares you for Jupiter in Leo in 2026. That's when your creativity will shine. For now, focus on your emotional roots. Aries, coming home to yourself is real courage.
My dear Taurus, let's have some cosmic conversations for the week of June 9th to 15th, 2025. Big changes are coming, Taurus. Jupiter enters Cancer. This lights up your third house of communication and learning. Last year, Jupiter helped grow your resources and confidence. Now it's time to focus on your voice, how you speak, how you learn, how you connect with people close to you. This is about words, thoughts, and your neighborhood. For the next year, you'll grow by sharing ideas. It's a perfect time for writing, speaking, or teaching. On Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Today, Jupiter shifts into Cancer. It moves into your third house of communication. You might feel more emotional when you speak. Your words can comfort and heal now. The moon in Scorpio adds focus to your relationships. Later, the moon enters Sagittarius. You'll feel ready to share ideas with hope. Power moves, start a journal. Write down ideas or insights that come your way. Tuesday, June 10th, waxing gibbous moon in Sagittarius. The moon is growing in Sagittarius. It lights up your 8th house of truth. Today, you may want to speak from the heart. Share what matters to you. Jupiter is helping you express yourself better. Writing or honest talks go well now. You might hear news from a sibling or neighbor. Power move. Reach out to someone from childhood. Reconnection can heal old wounds. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon shines in your 8th house. It brings truth about trust and closeness. You may realize how your words affect others. Speak your truth, even if it's hard. Jupiter adds emotion to this moment. Power move. Write down old habits that no longer serve you. Burn the paper safely. Picture yourself speaking with love and strength. Thursday, June 12th, moon in Capricorn. The moon enters Capricorn. It activates your 9th house of wisdom. You may want to study something deeper. Jupiter helps your communication grow. It's a great day to sign up for a course. Power move. Join a class or workshop. Focus on writing, speaking, or learning. Friday, June 13th, moon in Capricorn. The moon still shines on your wisdom zone. You can think big but stay grounded. Jupiter wants your words to build something real. Share your knowledge with others. Power move. Make a vision board or mind map. Show how your words connect to your dreams. Saturday, June 14th, moon in Aquarius. The moon moves into Aquarius. It lights up your 10th house of career. You're thinking how your voice supports your work. Jupiter helps you speak with strength. Power move. Update your bio or LinkedIn. Let your true voice come through. Sunday, June 15th, Mars square Uranus, Jupiter square Saturn. The skies are tense today. Mars in Leo clashes with Uranus in your sign. Jupiter square Saturn. Plans might shift. You may feel torn between change and stability.
Power move. Pause before you speak. Calm words avoid drama, weekly guns. This week starts a year-long journey for your voice. Jupiter in Cancer opens new doors. Develop your voice, speak with warmth and truth. Try a blog, podcast, or journal. Expand your learning. Study something that feeds your soul. Strengthen local ties. Get to know your community. Heal sibling bonds or connect with chosen family. Trust your gut. Intuition is real wisdom. Affirmations for the week. My words create connection and healing. I express emotions with clarity and compassion. My mind is open to new ideas. I build strong relationships in my community. I balance knowledge with wisdom. Looking ahead, Jupiter will stay in Cancer for a year. You'll grow in how you speak and relate. Seeds planted now will bloom later. By December 2025, your thoughts will shine. Jupiter and Neptune help blend logic and feeling. This prepares you for Jupiter in Leo. That's when your home life will flourish. It all starts with open conversations now. Space Fitty, Taurus.
My dear Gemini, let's focus on the cosmic currency for the week of June 9th to 15th, 2025. Big shift this week, Gemini. Jupiter leaves your sign and enters Cancer. Now it lights up your second house of money and values. After a year of growth and new beginnings, the focus turns to security, your finances, your talents, your worth. The second house is about more than money. It's about what you value, inside and out. Jupiter expands this area for the next year. You're entering a cycle of financial and emotional alignment. True security starts within. Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Jupiter enters Cancer and your second house. You may feel pulled to reassess money and values. The moon in Scorpio brings focus to daily routines. A good day to set new habits with money. Later, the moon enters Sagittarius. Optimism grows around teamwork and partnership. Power move. Create a vision board or journal entry about abundance. Focus on what you want, emotionally and materially. Tuesday, June 10th. Waxing moon in Sagittarius. The moon is growing in your relationship zone. You're seeing how others shape your sense of security. Jupiter expands financial awareness now. Great time to talk about money with a partner or friend. Power move. Have a values-based money chat with someone you trust. Wednesday, June 11th. Full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon shines on your partnership house. It brings clarity around support and shared energy. You may spot patterns in how you share money or time. Jupiter squares this moon, so emotions may run high. Power move. Write down old beliefs about worth and release them in ritual. Thursday, June 12th. Moon in Capricorn. The moon enters Capricorn in your 8th house. You're thinking long-term, shared finances, insurance, stability. Jupiter expands what you value most. A hidden opportunity may appear. Power move. Review your budget or joint financial plan. Align it with your values. Friday, June 13th. Moon in Capricorn. Today is about transformation and letting go. You're seeing what supports real security and what doesn't. Jupiter says simplify. Power move. Sell or donate what no longer fits who you are. Saturday, June 14th. Moon in Aquarius.
The moon moves into your 9th house of higher learning. You're thinking about the meaning of wealth. Jupiter supports emotional and financial wisdom. Power move, read or listen to something about holistic money habits. Sunday, June 15th. Mars square Uranus, Jupiter square Saturn. Tension fills the sky today. Mars clashes with Uranus, Jupiter squares Saturn. Financial pressure or surprise expenses may appear. Don't make sudden purchases. Power move, build a simple financial emergency plan. It will calm your nerves and strengthen your base. Weekly guidance. A new chapter begins with Jupiter in Cancer. For the next year, you'll grow through money, values, and worth. Rethink money. How do emotions shape your money mindset? Early lessons may still influence you. Develop your gifts. Your talents are your treasure. Build skills, explore ways to earn through what you love. Clarify values. What really matters to you? Let your values shape your spending and saving. Try new income paths. You're versatile. Explore side hustles or passive income. Build emotional wealth. Security includes how you feel. Invest in supportive relationships and calm spaces. Affirmations for the week. I am worthy of abundance. My values guide my prosperity. I build wealth through wisdom and care. Money flows to me in many forms. I invest in what supports my soul. Looking ahead. Jupiter's journey through Cancer brings lasting change. Seeds you plant this week will grow in months ahead. By December, Jupiter will connect with Neptune. You'll feel more peace around money. Your financial decisions will reflect both logic and intuition. This sets the stage for Jupiter in Leo in 2026. That's when your voice and skills will shine. For now, focus on your foundation. Because Gemini, your greatest currency is clarity and heart.
My dear Cancer, let's talk about a cosmic rebirth starting in the week of June 9th to 15th, 2025. Big shift this week, Cancer. Are you ready? Jupiter enters your sign for the first time since 2013. It activates your first house, self, identity, and fresh starts. This begins a powerful year of growth and confidence. You're stepping into the spotlight. This is your cosmic rebirth. The first house is your face to the world. It's how you begin new chapters. With Jupiter here, you're expanding inside and out. This is your time to shine, express, and lead. Monday, June 9th. Jupiter enters Cancer. Jupiter enters your sign today. You may feel clear, confident, or deeply seen. The moon in Scorpio sparks creativity in the morning. Later, it moves into Sagittarius. You'll feel motivated to set new routines. Power move. Take a photo that shows who you are now. Jupiter rewards true self-expression. Tuesday, June 10th, waxing moon in Sagittarius. The moon grows in your wellness zone. It's time to look at your habits. Are they helping or hurting your growth? Jupiter in your sign makes your presence stronger. Take care of yourself like someone you love. Power move. Start a morning or night ritual for your well-being. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon lights up your 6th house. That's health, service, and daily rhythm. You may see where energy drains you. Jupiter square adds pressure, but also insight. Power move. Release old habits and ritual. Write them down and burn them. Thursday, June 12th, moon in Capricorn.
The focus stays on partnerships. Jupiter encourages openness, but also strong boundaries. Clarity is kindness. Power move, practice stating your needs calmly and clearly. Saturday, June 14th, Moon in Aquarius. The moon shifts into your 8th house. This is about deep transformation. Jupiter supports shadow work and healing. Power move, try breathwork, therapy, or journaling. Inner growth fuels outer strength. Sunday, June 15th, Mars square Uranus plus Jupiter square Saturn. Challenging energies today. Mars and Uranus clash. Jupiter square Saturn too. You may feel pulled between freedom and duty. Power move, pause and ask, what would the future me do? Align with your becoming self. Weekly guidance. This week begins a year of personal expansion. Jupiter in your sign invites you to redefine yourself. Show the world your full truth. Take up space. Don't shrink from attention. You are meant to be seen. Trust your emotions. Your feelings carry wisdom. Say yes to new experiences. Travel, study, explore more of life. Prioritize self-care. Growth needs fuel. That fuel is love for yourself. Affirmations for the week. I am worthy of expansion and joy. My feelings guide my future. I grow more fully into myself each day. I allow new dreams to take shape. I stand in my truth with love and power. Looking ahead. Jupiter's journey in your sign brings rare change. Seeds you plant now will grow through 2025. By December, Jupiter aligns with Neptune. You'll feel more spiritually aligned and emotionally strong. This prepares you for Jupiter in Leo in 2026. Then, your income and talents begin to flourish. For now, focus on you. This is your moment, Cancer. Shine from the heart, and everything else will follow.
My dear Leo, get ready for a cosmic introspection in the week of June 9th to 15th, 2025. A shift begins, Leo. Jupiter enters Cancer in your 12th house. This is the house of dreams, healing, and letting go. After a year of networking and big visions, it's time to turn inward. The next year is about spiritual growth, rest, reflection, and deep inner work. The 12th house is your hidden world. It's where you meet your soul. Jupiter brings light into your inner space. You're preparing for rebirth when Jupiter enters Leo next year. Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Jupiter enters Cancer today. You may feel drawn to quiet or deep release. The moon in Scorpio brings focus to home and comfort. Later, the moon enters Sagittarius. Your creativity becomes a doorway to healing. Power move. Create a sacred space at home for rest or meditation. Tuesday, June 10th, waxing moon in Sagittarius. The moon grows in your creativity zone. Artistic expression opens your spiritual channel. Jupiter helps you unlock what's beneath the surface. Let your inner child lead the way. Power move, paint, write, dance, or play. Just to feel, not to perfect. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon highlights joy, romance, and creativity. You may see what parts of you crave expression. Jupiter stirs spiritual energy through your heart. Power move. Write a letter or poem to your highest self. Burn it as a sacred offering. Thursday, June 12th. Moon in Capricorn. The moon shifts into Capricorn. Your daily habits come into focus. Jupiter reminds you, your body is your temple. Power move. Create a simple ritual that supports body and spirit. Friday, June 13th. Moon in Capricorn. The Capricorn moon stays in your wellness zone. Clear space, create order. Jupiter supports practical systems for inner peace. Power move. Declutter one area today with the intention to restore flow. Saturday, June 14th. Moon in Aquarius. The moon enters Aquarius, your relationship house. Your spiritual growth affects how you connect. Deep talks can open your heart. Power move. Share something personal with someone you trust. Sunday, June 15th. Mars square Uranus. Jupiter square Saturn. Tense energy today. Mars in your sign clashes with Uranus. Jupiter also squares Saturn. You may feel pressure from the outside while craving peace inside. Power move. Pause and breathe before reacting. Let inner wisdom guide your next step. Weekly guidings. This week begins a year of deep inner transformation. Jupiter in your 12th house invites you to embrace solitude. Take time away from noise. Your soul needs stillness to speak. Explore your dreams. Keep a journal by your bed. Clues and symbols are coming through. Release what's heavy. Let go of stories that no longer serve you. Strengthen your intuition. Try meditation or energy healing. You're more sensitive to subtle signs now. Find purpose in your pain. Jupiter turns challenges into growth. Stay open. Affirmations for the week. I trust the guidance of my inner world. My dreams in silence hold deep wisdom. I release the past and welcome peace. I honor my spirit through rest and reflection. I am growing stronger from within. Looking ahead. Jupiter will stay in your 12th house for a year. This is your sacred pause before the spotlight returns. The seeds you plant now will bloom next year. By December, Jupiter aligns with Neptune. You may have a powerful emotional or spiritual awakening in 2026. Jupiter enters Leo, and your radiance returns fully. But it will rise from real roots. Leo, this is your cocoon. What you're becoming is even brighter than before. My dear Virgo, it's time to work with the cosmic community in the week of June 9th to 15th, 2025. Big shift this week, Virgo. Jupiter enters Cancer in your 11th house. This activates your community, friendships, and future dreams. Last year focused on career. Now it's time to build your network. The 11th house rules your social world and your vision for what's next. With Jupiter here, your community grows. So do your hopes and long-term goals. This is a year to find your people. Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Jupiter shifts into Cancer today. You might feel pulled towards social groups or shared goals. The moon in Scorpio sharpens your focus on communication. Reach out, start conversations. Later, the moon moves into Sagittarius. You'll feel the value of emotional support systems. Power move. Make a list of communities or causes that inspire you. Think about how you'd like to join or contribute. Tuesday, June 10th, waxing moon in Sagittarius. The moon shines on your home and foundation. You're seeing how belonging shapes your social life. Jupiter helps expand connections that feel like family. Power move. Text or call a friend you haven't seen in a while. Rekindle what matters. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon lights up your roots, your sense of home, safety, and emotional stability. Jupiter asks, how do your roots support your future? Power move. Create a family timeline or visual that links your past to your goals. Thursday, June 12th, moon in Capricorn. The Capricorn moon continues to fuel your creativity. Now's a great day to build something with others. Jupiter supports your role as a reliable team player. Power move. Offer your planning or organizing skills to a group cause. Saturday, June 14th, moon in Aquarius. The moon enters your house of routines and service. You're thinking about how your daily life supports your community values. Jupiter says, give your time where it matters. Power move. Create a weekly routine that includes time for connection and contribution. Sunday, June 15th, Mars square Uranus plus Jupiter square Saturn. Intense aspects today may stir conflict. Mars and Uranus clash. Jupiter square Saturn. You might feel pulled between group needs and personal plans. Power move. Ask yourself which path honors both your vision and your values. Weekly guidance. This week starts a year-long journey of connection. Jupiter in your 11th house invites you to expand your network. Join circles that share your values and dreams. Define your vision. What kind of future are you building? Collaborate. Bring your skills into teamwork. Set structure. Not every invite is worth your time. Protect your energy. Prioritize depth. Quality connections matter more than quantity. Affirmations for the week. I attract people who align with my vision. My skills strengthen the communities I join. I lead with clarity, care, and service. My network grows in authentic and meaningful ways. I am part of something greater than myself. Looking ahead, Jupiter stays in your 11th house for a year. This is your season of collective growth. Seeds planted now, especially under the full moon, will grow. By December, Jupiter trines Neptune. You may feel a spiritual bond with a group or cause. And in 2026, when Jupiter enters Leo, your inner life will blossom. These connections will light the way. Virgo, your gifts are needed, and the right community will help you share them.
My dear Libra, time to experience the cosmic achievement in the week of June 9th to 15th, 2025. Big shift this week. Libra. Jupiter enters Cancer in your 10th house. Last year brought in a change and deep emotional work. Now it's time to build something lasting. The 10th house is about your reputation, your legacy. Jupiter brings opportunities, recognition and leadership. You're entering a year of visible growth. It's time to rise with grace and purpose. Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Jupiter enters your career zone today. You may gain clarity about your direction, or a new opportunity may appear. The moon in Scorpio sharpens your focus on values. Later, Sagittarius energy boosts your communication. Power move. Update your bio or linked with your true voice. Tuesday, June 10th, waxing moon in Sagittarius. The moon shines in your communication house. Your words shape how others see your work. Jupiter expands your voice and visibility. Power move, talk with a mentor about your goals. Ask for guidance. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon highlights your voice and messaging. You may see how you've been holding back. Jupiter urges you to step into your authority. Power move. Write down doubts about your voice, then release them in ritual. Thursday, June 12th. Moon in Capricorn. The moon moves into your home and root zone. You're reflecting on how work affects your personal life. Jupiter reminds you that balance creates success. Power move. Visualize a home life that supports your career goals. Friday, June 13th. Moon in Capricorn. The moon continues to ground your emotional foundation. It's a good day for career talks at home. Jupiter brings growth, but you guide the pace. Power move. Create a space at home that reflects your career dreams. Saturday, June 14th. Moon in Aquarius. The moon enters your creativity zone. You're ready to lead with style and originality. Jupiter helps you merge artistry with achievement. Power move. Use a personal talent to elevate your work. Authenticity leads to recognition. Sunday, June 15th. Mars square Uranus plus Jupiter square Saturn. Tough aspects today. Mars clashes with Uranus. Jupiter square Saturn. Tension may arise between career ambition and relationship demands. Power move. Before reacting, pause and choose the long view. Jupiter rewards thoughtful leadership. Weekly guidance. A new chapter begins with Jupiter in your 10th house. This year brings visibility, success, and purpose. Clarify your mission. Let your career reflect your true values. Lead with kindness. Take on more responsibility if it aligns. Build real relationships. Network from the heart, not for show. Balance ambition and care. And evening means nothing if you're burned out. Accept praise. Let your light be seen and celebrated. Affirmations for the week. I am ready to step into my purpose. My work reflects who I truly am. I lead with grace, strength, and authenticity. My career serves both my goals and the greater good. I welcome success with an open heart. Looking ahead, Jupiter will stay in your 10th house for a year. The seeds planted now will grow into recognition and leadership. By December, Jupiter aligns with Neptune. You may blend ambition with purpose in beautiful ways. In 2026, Jupiter enters Leo. Your network and community presence will flourish. But first, rise into your calling. Libra, the world is watching and ready to receive your brilliance.
My dear Scorpio, are you ready for cosmic expansion in the week of June 9th to 15th, 2025? Scorpio, a new journey begins this week. This zone rules travel, learning, and meaning. You've spent the last year deepening relationships. Now it's time to explore the world and your place in it. The 9th house expands your beliefs and horizons. Jupiter brings opportunity for growth and wisdom. It's your season to study, explore, and evolve. Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Jupiter shifts into your 9th house today. You may feel called to learn, travel, or seek deeper truth. The moon in Scorpio sharpens your emotional clarity. Later, Sagittarius helps ground your values, power move. Make a vision board for travel, study, or spiritual goals. Let it guide your growth over the next year. Tuesday, June 10th, waxing moon in Sagittarius. The moon moves through your values sector. You're beginning to see what truly matters to you. Jupiter's expanding your worldview. Research a wisdom tradition from a different culture. New truths can reshape your path. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. This full moon shines light on your self-worth. It's time to reevaluate what you value. Jupiter pushes you to upgrade your belief systems. Make space for greater abundance. Thursday, June 12th, moon in Capricorn. The moon enters your communication zone. You're ready to share what you're learning. Jupiter enhances your teaching, writing, and insight. Your wisdom needs a voice. Friday, June 13th, moon in Capricorn. Fog for energy continues today. It's a great time to plan travel or study. Structure helps bring Jupiter's visions into form. Power move, explore classes, courses, or trips that excite your soul. Saturday, June 14th, moon in Aquarius. The moon lights up your home and roots. How can your environment support your growth? Bring global ideas into your sacred space. Power move, decorate with items from cultures that inspire you. Let your space reflect your expanding worldview. Sunday, June 15th, Mars square Uranus, Jupiter square Saturn. Today may feel tense or unpredictable. Mars clashes with Uranus. Jupiter challenges Saturn. You may feel stuck between routine and freedom. Power move, ask yourself, what wisdom can I learn from this? Even challenges are part of your expansion. Weekly guidance. A year of growth begins now. Jupiter in your 9th house invites new experiences. Learn with purpose. Study what feeds your heart and mind. Travel with meaning. Explore the world to understand yourself better. Teach and share. Your insights matter, let them be heard. Open your perspective. Compassion grows when you see through others' eyes. Affirmations for the week. I seek truth in all forms. My mind is open and my heart is wise. I learn, teach, and evolve with purpose. My life expands through new experiences. I honor all paths to wisdom, including my own. Looking ahead, Jupiter stays in your 9th house until mid-2026. The ideas, studies, and journeys you begin now will unfold beautifully. In December, Jupiter trines Neptune. Expect a deep fusion of intellect and spirit. In 2026, Jupiter reaches your career zone. You'll be ready to lead with the wisdom you gained this year. Scorpio, you're not just going deep, you're going wide.
My dear Sagittarius, it's time for a cosmic transformation starting in the week of June 9th to 15th, 2024. This week, your ruling planet Jupiter shifts into Cancer. It lights up your 8th house of deep change. Now your attention turns inward toward healing, intimacy, and shared power. The 8th house holds mystery. It's where we face our fears, surrender and rise again. With Jupiter here for the next year, you'll grow by going deep. Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Jupiter enters your 8th house today. You may feel pulled toward inner work or gain clarity in finances or intimacy. The moon in Scorpio stirs your inner senses. Later, Sagittarius brings optimism and drive. Power move. Make a water-based ritual like a cleansing bath to mark this emotional rebirth. Tuesday, June 10th. Waxing moon in Sagittarius. The moon is in your sign, and your spirit is strong. You're starting to see how identity, inner transformation connect. Face truths with courage. Power move. Ask yourself what you've been avoiding. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon lands in your sign. This moment brings clarity about who you are and who you're becoming. Jupiter squares the moon, asking you to integrate hidden truths. Power move. Write a letter to your full self, light and shadow. Burn it as a sacred offering. Thursday, June 12th. Moon in Capricorn. The moon moves into your 2nd house of values. You're drawn to build security during transformation. Review finances or shared plans with others. Power move. Assess how your values shape your shared resources. Align them with your emotional truth. Friday, June 13th. Moon in Capricorn. Financial awareness stays strong today. But Jupiter reminds you emotional trust is just as valuable. Today supports practical steps toward shared abundance. Power move, identify one area where sharing brings mutual growth. Saturday, June 14th, Moon in Aquarius. The moon enters your third house of ideas. You're ready to speak about your inner work. Share thoughts on healing, money, or intimacy. Power move. Start a journal or record your thoughts on transformation. Your wisdom is worth saving. Sunday, June 15th. Mars square Uranus, Jupiter square Saturn. Mars and Uranus bring shakeups today. Jupiter square Saturn too. You may feel pulled between change and control. Disruptions at home or in partnerships are possible. Power move. Stay grounded. Deep breathing or quiet reflection will guide you. Weekly guidance. A new year of transformation begins now. Face the unknown. Jupiter in your 8th house asks you to trust the process. Heal old stories. Let go of shame, fear, attachment. Grow through intimacy. Open your heart and let yourself be seen. Reclaim power through shared truth. What you share can become what sets you free. Affirmations for the week. I welcome transformation with courage and trust. I share my energy wisely and receive abundance in return. My heart is open to deep, honest connection. I release what no longer serves with grace. My power is found in emotional truth. Looking ahead, Jupiter will guide this deep inner work through mid-2020 sweeps. In December, it aligns with Neptune. You may experience powerful spiritual healing. In 2026, Jupiter moves to your 9th house. You'll emerge stronger, wiser, and ready to teach what you've lived. Sagittarius, you love distant horizons. But sometimes, the most powerful journey is inward. Let your truth set you free.
My dear Capricorn, this week brings a powerful shift as Jupiter enters Cancer in your 7th house of partnerships and connection. After a year of growth through creativity, your focus now turns to love, contracts, and one-on-one bonds. This phase supports relationship healing and mutual growth. Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Jupiter moves into your 7th house, spotlighting romance and important agreements. A sudden realization or opportunity around a partnership may emerge. The moon in Scorpio early on highlights future goals and community roles. As it shifts into Sagittarius later, you're pulled inward to reflect. Set clear intentions for relationships rooted in trust and shared purpose. Journal or create a vision board of the traits you seek in close relationships. Tuesday, June 10th, waxing gibbous moon in Sagittarius. The moon lights up your 12th house of closure and reflection. You're noticing deeper layers of your relationships, both conscious and hidden. Use today to understand what needs healing or release. Dreams and quiet insights bring powerful truths. Power move. Meditate on one close connection and allow emotional truths to rise. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon brings a light to relationship patterns you've outgrown. You may realize a truth that helps you move forward or forgive. Jupiter's tension with this moon shows the need to release the past to grow. Be brave in letting go. Power move. Burn a note listing fears or old habits that keep you from true connection. Thursday, June 12th. Moon in Capricorn. The moon moves into your sign, spotlighting your identity. You're realizing how much your relationships mirror your sense of self. Speak your truth kindly and set clear boundaries. Power move. Burn a note listing fears or old habits that keep you from true connection. Thursday, June 14th. Moon in Capricorn. The moon moves into your sign. Emotions feel grounded and real. You may have important conversations about commitment or shared goals. Today rewards maturity and thoughtful flexibility. Power move. Choose one place where you can meet someone halfway without losing yourself. Saturday, June 14th. The moon enters Aquarius and your second house of values. You're thinking about how your relationships affect self-worth and security. Collaborate around money, time, or values with honesty. Discuss shared resources or future plans with someone you trust. Sunday, June 15th. Mars square Uranus. Plushes arrives as Mars and Uranus bring surprises and shakeups. Jupiter's clash with Saturn tests the boundaries of your relationships. If friction shows up, pause before reacting. Power move. Take a step back, breathe, and respond from your highest self. Weekly guidance. This week begins a year-long journey in building stronger relationships. Explore what it means to connect with trust, balance, and care. Let partnerships support your path emotionally and practically. Stay open to love and growth. Affirmations for the week. I welcome connections that honor my truth. I grow through love, trust, and mutual support. My boundaries create space for deeper bonds. I speak honestly and listen with presence. Looking ahead. Jupiter's presence in your 7th house will continue through mid-2026. You're entering a period where relationships elevate your purpose. By December 2025, a flowing trine to Neptune helps deepen emotional and spiritual union. When Jupiter moves to Leo, shared power and deeper trust will be your focus. Capricorn, your strength is in structure. But this year, let connection be your greatest foundation.
Dear Aquarius, this week brings a powerful shift as Jupiter enters Cancer. And your 6th house of health, routines, and service. After a year of focusing on home and emotional roots, attention now turns to your well-being and daily work. This new phase encourages healing habits, better workflows, and meaningful service. Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Jupiter moves into your 6th house, spotlighting health and daily rhythms. You may feel clarity about a wellness goal or receive an opportunity at work. The moon in Scorpio in the morning heightens focus on career and purpose. As it shifts into Sagittarius later, you'll feel a pull toward community, setting tensions for building habits that support both your mind and body. Power move. Make a vision board for your ideal health and daily routine. Tuesday, June 10th, waxing gibbous moon in Sagittarius. The moon activates your 11th house of community and goals. You're starting to see how personal wellness and service benefit the collective.
Use this day to research new habits or healing methods. Small changes can lead to a healthier lifestyle and stronger purpose. Join or reach out to a group focused on wellness or community service. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon highlights your role in a bigger vision. You may realize how your routines help or hurt your long-term hopes. Jupiter's square to the moon brings tension between service and self-care. Let go of what drains you. Burn a list of energy-draining habits or obligations you're ready to release. Thursday, June 12th, moon in Capricorn. The moon enters your 12th house, bringing quiet and reflection. It's time to rest and explore the spiritual side of your health journey. Insight may come through meditation, dreams, or stillness. Begin a 5-minute daily mindfulness practice. Friday, June 13th, quiet reflection continues. Let spiritual insight guide small but meaningful changes. Consider setting boundaries to protect your energy and focus. Name one place where better boundaries will boost your well-being. Saturday, June 14th, Aquarius, Jupiter square Saturn. 2 major squares may shake up your routine. Mars, Uranus may bring surprises at work or home. Jupiter, Saturn may test your ability to balance health goals with real-life limits. Avoid major changes today. Focus on calm. Ground yourself with deep breaths and one small positive action. Weekly guidance. Jupiter's move kicks off a year of transformation in health and service. Refresh your routines. Care for your body and spirit. Use your unique gifts to help others while nurturing your own needs. Honor rest. Find balance between flow and structure. Affirmations for the week. I create daily rhythms that heal and uplift. My work and wellness reflects my higher self. I serve others while honoring my energy. My body, mind, and spirit grow in harmony. Looking ahead, Jupiter will expand your 6th house until mid-2026. The habits you form now will lead to breakthroughs in wellness, service, and purpose. By December 2025, a beautiful trine to Neptune will show you how to blend practicality and spirit. When Jupiter moves into Leo, your relationships will blossom rooted in the work you begin now. Aquarius, your vision matters. But don't forget, your daily choices shape that vision more than dreams alone.
Dear Pisces, this week opens your heart as Jupiter enters Cancer and your 5th house of joy, romance, and creativity. After a year focused on communication and learning, it's time to play, love, and express yourself fully. This new cycle brings emotional healing through art, affection, and living with more heart. Monday, June 9th, Jupiter enters Cancer. Jupiter enters your 5th house, lighting up joy and creativity. You may feel inspired or notice your heart opening unexpectedly. The moon in Scorpio deepens your thoughts in the morning. Later, it shifts to Sagittarius, highlighting your career. Ask how you can be more authentic in every area of life. Power moves set up a space filled with objects that inspire play, art, and passion. Tuesday, June 10th, waxing gibbous moon in Sagittarius. The moon in your 10th house highlights your public voice. Let your unique gifts shine at work or in your community.
Your intuition guides bold, heart-led moves today. Look for chances to bring creativity into your profession. Power move. Add one joyful or artistic touch to your workspace or a project. Wednesday, June 11th, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon brings awareness to how you present yourself. Are you expressing your truth or holding back? Jupiter squares this moon, so tension may rise between duty and joy. Let your heart lead without fear. Power move. Write down what you fear about being seen, then release it in a safe ritual. Thursday, June 12th, moon in Capricorn. The moon moves into your 11th house of groups and goals. Think about how your creativity could help your community. Reach out or share your work. Power move. Write down what you fear about being seen, then release it in a safe ritual. Thursday, June 13th, moon in Capricorn. The moon moves into your 11th house of groups and goals. Think about how your creativity could help your community. Reach out or share your work. Power move. Join or reconnect with a group that values your artistic or playful side. Friday, June 13th. Moon in Capricorn. Continue building creative connections with others. Think long-term about how joy can fuel real impact. Your compassion and imagination are gifts. Power move. Write out one big dream you have and one small step to begin. Saturday, June 14th. Moon in Aquarius. The moon enters your 12th house of dreams and rest. Give yourself time for solitude or creative meditation. Let divine inspiration guide your art or healing. Power move. Try a dreamy, effective activity like painting, music, or a spiritual walk. Sunday, June 15th. Mars square Uranus plus Jupiter square Saturn. Energy may feel unstable today. Mars and Uranus stir tension in communication. Jupiter and Saturn challenge you to balance joy with discipline. Stay calm and avoid snap choices in love or art. Power move. Return to your body through dance, breathwork, or a gentle stretch. Weekly guidance. Jupiter begins a year-long journey through your heart. Let love, art, and pleasure lead the way. Heal through laughter, creation, and courage. Say yes to what makes your spirit sing. Affirmations for the week. I share my joy freely and fully. My creativity is sacred. I allow love and play into my daily life. I express my soul with confidence and care. I trust the wisdom of my feelings. Looking ahead. Jupiter will expand your 5th house through mid-2026. The art, love, and joy you build now will blossom beautifully. In December, Jupiter's trine to Neptune in your sign brings spiritual creativity. And when Jupiter enters Leo next year, you'll carry all this heart into your daily life. Pisces, the world needs your magic. Let it shine without apology.
As we close the week of June 9th to 15th, we stand at a cosmic turning point. This isn't just another week in the sky. It's the beginning of a larger shift that will echo far beyond these days. The cosmic crossroads. Jupiter entered Cancer on June 9th, one of this year's most powerful alignments. This mirrors energy we last felt 12 years ago. Back then, we saw big changes in home life, food security, nurturing institutions, and emotional awareness.
Now we build on those themes with more compassion, more intuition, and more wisdom. The week's celestial symphony. This week was like music in the sky. The first movement began with Jupiter in Cancer and set the tone, warm, emotional, and deeply nurturing. The second movement featured the full moon in Sagittarius and added fire and vision, reminding us what matters most. The third movement introduced tension through the challenging Mars-Uranus and Jupiter-Saturn squares, and it brought friction, but also breakthroughs. Each moon sign added color, and feeling intense in Scorpio, free in Sagittarius, grounded in Capricorn, for thinking in Aquarius, and compassion in Pisces. Personal journeys through the zodiac. Each zodiac sign felt this shift in its own way. Aries turned inward, focused on home and healing. Taurus lit up local life and new ideas. Gemini shifted from identity to income and values. Cancer stepped into the spotlight. This is your moment to grow. Leo moved into reflection, preparing for a glow up next year. Virgo expanded their vision for the future and community. Libra rose in their career and public image. Scorpio opened to new meaning and wisdom. Sagittarius faced shared resources and inner transformation. Capricorn explored connection and deeper partnerships. Aquarius embraced health, habits, and service. Pisces opened to joy, play, and creative flow. The road ahead. Next week brings new invitations. On June 18, Jupiter squares Neptune. We'll be asked to hold big dreams with grounded care. On June 24th, Jupiter meets the Sun in a rare cazimi. That's a moment of clarity, a cosmic yes for what we've been building, the cosmic invitation. Jupiter in Cancer calls us to trust our feelings as much as our facts, build spaces where love and safety can grow, care for each other not just in theory but in action, root into our past but stretch into the future. Understand that cycles guide us. Nothing is final and nothing is wasted. A final reflection. This week invites us to lead with care. Jupiter in Cancer teaches that emotional wisdom is real wisdom, that connection is strength, that healing begins with feeling, and that we're all in this together. As the planets move, so do we, closer to each other and closer to ourselves. May this cosmic week be your doorway to deeper love, greater courage, and profound care. Until next time, may the stars guide you gently home. If these messages resonate with you, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next episodes. Comment below to share your thoughts for the upcoming week, and provide suggestions for how we could help with your cosmic explorations. Thank you for the support.